Hello, beloved one. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about grieving our loved ones, grieving the people that we had a connection with, that we have encountered in this world. And our perspective is going to be based on my personal experience with, having been through some experiences where people died in my life and how I view those incidents and how that helped me out to navigate that incident. Okay, so grieving is a big thing that we are all meant to experience in this world. We are all meant to experience one way or another people passing away in our lives, be it us or be it other people in our lives dying. Okay, from a point of a student of life, we really believe that life and death are two sides of the same coin, which is called life, and we are the product of life. So we are positioned in a position where we are to witness the dance of life. We are to become aware of what is as it is. Okay, so that's the state of a mind of a student of life, and that's how we perceive things. So anyway, personally, I've experienced people passing in my life since I was a child. And something that stood out for me, grieving and stuff, I'm aware that we all grieve differently. We all experience the same thing in a different way based on how we view that whichever we are currently experiencing at the time. Okay, so death, one person can, grieve in a different way, but I personally have a different way. Okay, and this is what I'm going to share based on my own experience. So, as I said, death, life, two sides of the same coin. So this is based on my personal experience. Everything is in alignment. Everything is one. Okay, that's my approach. So why, before I go in depth, why do I see life that way? Because I personally feel and aware that we are the vessel of life. We are made by life for life purposes, and everything that we encounter is there to serve the whole spectrum of being. Okay, so dying of my mom, dying of my brother, the death of my uncles, the death of my aunts, all of this, one thing that I've learned from their passing, they kind of like, I think through their passing, through their death, it was a confirming moment of what I've already believed, that we are part and parcel of life. We are part and parcel of evolution. There's a time to live. There's a time of death. And that time of death is the time of acknowledging what I've already believe, I'm aware of. So when my mom passing, it was like a moment to acknowledge the reality of life, acknowledge what is as it is. And I feel like most of the time when I look around and see how people, they get so traumatized about death, I feel like it's because of the reality they've created around death. Okay, each person has their own identification or their own definition of what death is and their own relation with death. Personally, death is part and parcel of life. It's what we are made to experience. It's part and parcel of what is as it is. And I'm open to it. I know it is part and parcel. So I'm one with life and death, with life is everything. And this tend to exclude me from feeling the traumatic things that usually comes with death, okay, and that most people will feel. Based on one thing, the only difference that makes me, or kind of like place me where I am, is because most people tend to be attached to things. They tend to come from this reality of, I am, with you, and you are mine, and all this, and then that creates. So for them, it's more from the body experience than from a higher perspective. So the approach with things, with events, with people is mostly connected to how they identify their sense of self. Okay, my sense of self is source, is energy, is life, is everything as it is. So I'm one with everything. So I'm not separating myself. I'm not trying to attach to anything. Basically, I'm here present, and everything is arising and everything is descending within this moment. Okay, so that kind of like then when a person dying, I'm already one with it. Whereas the other person is still somewhere else, because the reality is you're going to get death or something, and it's going to be a different vibration. And when it comes to you and you are standing on a different vibration with death, then that vibration is going to be shaken. Okay, it's not going to be shaken because it's not matching. It's not matching with this death. When you are one with death, the vibration of death comes and you are one. You acknowledge the presence. It becomes more like you bow down to it. So there is no attachment. There is no sense of like you want to attach to that. Do you understand? So you become one. But when you are living life and your definition of death, your relationship with death is not stemming from a reality, then when death comes, it's going to shake you. Okay, it's going to shake you. Anyway, I think I don't really have my time, but I wanted to share this. So many people in this world suffer of death because of the definition they have and how they choose to relate or identify their sense of self in life. This is the core cause of the suffering of everything in this world. The definition we have about life, the relationship we have with life, and how we identify ourselves with things, or the self-identity. Basically, who do you say you are? Really matters. Who do you say you are has the power to either liberate you or imprison you. That how crucial it is. Who you are matters because it carries a lot of power. It carries a lot of power whether to clarify your way or make your way more confusion. It also can heal you, or it can also give you power to witness and go through life in a different way than the rest of the world. We live it here, love and light.